What is going on, guys? This is the Club of Demand 1993, and I am here for episode number 164 of WWE Turner, as last night's edition of SmackDown, the October 2nd, 2020 edition, to me, confirmed three more turns that I've been very back and forth about for a while now. But I think we finally have these three confirmed, in my opinion. So, of course, since they're involved with separate storylines, not how it was with the three Retribution members, I think, it's safe to say that I'm going to be doing three separate turn alerts tonight that are going to be uploaded to YouTube, one after another. So first, let's start out by talking about Little Miss Bliss, Alexa Bliss, or Lexi Quinn, as you want to call her now, because of her Harley Quinn, type character or whatnot she's transitioned to. As I can safely say, I think Alexa Bliss, you can kind of officially consider her a heel. Which, it's tough though, because I keep saying, the person she's now, been washed up by, swept off her feet, if you wanted to say, or, just absolutely just absorbed by, is The Fiend, Bray Wyatt, who I'm still trying to debate right now is still a face or a heel. But because he attacked Kevin Owens last night, I think it's safe to say for now, Bray Wyatt and now Alexa Bliss are both heels. So Alexa Bliss just randomly came into this storyline because she appeared as Sister Abigail in that pointless and still don't understand what the whole point of it was swamp fight back at Extreme Rules. Ever since then, she was inserted into the Bray Wyatt Braun Strowman storyline. Even though, remember, she did not at all appear in the actual match at SummerSlam. And we thought they were finally going to dwindle away from that storyline. But they threw it back in. And yeah, so now Bray Wyatt's consumed Alexa Bliss now. Why? I don't get why still. And I still don't understand what's going on, especially since they seemingly took away the Firefly Funhouse after that horrible last segment they had with the Vince McMahon puppet and the Walrus Paul Heyman puppet, whatever the heck that name is. I want to forget about the name because I hope we never see that puppet ever again. So, it's confusing, so back and forth, the dynamics are back and forth, but I can say that Alexa Bliss is a heel again. Which I think she needed this. Not just a heel turn, but just a change in character in general. Even if this ends up not being a heel turn, and it goes back to having Alexa Bliss and The Fiend both being baby faces, which further down the line, I can maybe see happening. But Alexa Bliss desperately needed a change in character, though. And at first, yes, I was not a fan of this. It made no sense, especially since, the Braun Strowman, Alexa Bliss, romance thing they were building in the Mixed Match Challenge when they were Team Little Big, never really got past just the Mixed Match Challenge. It was a special that nobody really watched, so why in God's name would we really care about that love angle? But the fact that, Braun Strowman Bray Wyatt still, got into the head of Alexa Bliss, and she's now possessed by him anytime someone says The Fiend, and this past week on SmackDown, she seems to have been fully, consumed with the demons of The Fiend. So now, pretty much, I don't know what to say she is. But the first couple weeks, especially I keep mentioning, they were just making it look so fake. Someone says The Fiend. They didn't make it look, proper with the imagery, as I keep saying. But last week, with The Fiend's, graphics and stuff appearing, the lighting and the effects and whatnot, to me, it worked. It felt like something out of a horror movie. And even this week, having, The Fiend, kind of taking over the whole arena, act like he's everywhere, worked. And then whenever, this past week, obviously, to continue on with her and Kevin Owens on SmackDown last night, she was officially fully consumed by The Fiend, basically saying, oh, you don't know how it makes you feel. It's like you pins and needles and whatnot. He's everywhere. He's even here. Let him in. And then, of course, she takes his hand. So, like I said, at first, wasn't crazy about this. But again, Alexa Bliss just desperately though just need a change of character either way. Because again, her as a babyface, I kept saying for a while, after they definitely overpushed her. I mean, I'm not saying it was not it was a bad idea to overpush her from 2016 to after her feud with Ronda Rousey ended in 2018. Obviously we needed a break from Alexa Bliss in the main event scene, but I still felt a babyface turn, something fresh to give to her. But they literally just had her so lifeless as a babyface. As a heel, at least she has the microphone skills. But obviously she's not going to be the same exact heel as she was before. She is something completely different now, just absolutely brainwashed and consumed by the demons of the Fiend. So at first, wasn't crazy about it, but now the past 2 weeks I've gotten a little bit more interested in it. So we'll see what happens next with Alexa Bliss as she's officially been consumed by the demons of the Fiend, and see where it goes from there. So what are your thoughts now on Alexa Bliss officially being, to me, considering being a heel, and she has been fully consumed by the Fiend, Bray Wyatt? Where do you think this is going to go? Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. How do you think this is going to help the Fiend as well? Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. Slap a like on the video, subscribe to my channel, and follow me on Twitter at DemandAirboy93. And as always, guys, please stay tuned for more WWE Turtle Alert.